We all had those times when we had a lot of options right in front of us, but we would freeze up and waste time not knowing what to pick. This is the paradox of choice, where more choices are supposed to make you better off, yet more choices might make you worse off. There's a book written about it by Barry Schwartz, and I'll go over 3 best ideas from the book. 1. The paradox of choice can be used to generate more sales or to persuade someone. There was a study where sellers were trying to sell jam. In one experiment, there were 24 samples offered, while the other experiment offered 6 samples. The one with more samples attracted more people, but both experiments had the same average number of jams tasted by potential buyers. When it came to sales, the experiment with 24 samples only converted 3% of potential buyers, while the one with 6 converted 30%. You would think more options would convert more because there's a higher chance of finding something you like. But too many options left potential buyers paralyzed and unable to choose what to buy. If you are trying to sell or persuade someone, your number one priority has to be to eliminate paralysis. Let's look at how restaurants use the paradox of choice to make more money. They have a ton of items on the menu to paralyze you, but they also conveniently offer you specials of the day. You're more likely to pick from the specials because there are less choices, and oftentimes, the items in the special selection have higher margins. They profit just like that, but one thing to note is that not all restaurants do this, and they might employ a different route where the server will recommend you the items with high margins. 2. When there are more options, you will be less happier no matter what option you choose. Let's say you are at a shoe store trying to find the perfect pair of running shoes. After looking at a lot of shoes, you will come to the conclusion that you can't find the perfect pair, and you can never look at all the options at the same time, because every shoe has benefits and cons the other one doesn't. When you do settle on your favorite pair, you value it less because it has some cons. You also feel stressed about the idea of what will happen if you choose another pair. That is called opportunity cost, where you lose other benefits because you choose something else. To deal with the stress of choosing, stick around for idea number 3. 3. In this book, Barry says there are 2 types of people: maximizers and satisficers. Maximizers are people who, when given a choice, will exhaustively search all available options and seek all possible information to make the best possible choice. This behavior is time-consuming, and oftentimes, there is no clear winning choice. Satisficers are people who settle for a choice that is good enough for them. A satisficer must have standards, and when a choice meets that standard, they pick it and move on. This behavior is less time-consuming, and the person is often happier with their choice. The ideal situation is to be both of them when appropriate. For example, if you are learning a new skill, you are better off being a maximizer and find the best way to learn it, because we all have different learning styles. If you don't like choosing what to make for breakfast every day, you are better off being a satisficer and save time and energy for another part of a morning routine. Don't let the paradox of choice paralyze you or take away from the joy of choosing. For the things that matter, be a maximizer, and for the other stuff, be a satisficer as much as possible. Do you often struggle to choose? Leave a comment below and check out my other videos if you enjoyed this one.